Hi, everyone. This is Christine Thompson, lead agent on the CT team at Baird and Warner in Naperville, and happy 2021. This is my first live show going into 2021, although I've been doing it through the majority of last year. And I just wanted to welcome you all. And we're going to get started. I'm going to just share the screen and talk about what's happening in the yes, sharing the screen. So I'm going to be talking about what's happening with the market and all of the, everything that's going on. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. 2021. I'm not fresh here. So, anyways, hopefully you can see this show here, and I'm going to be sharing this with you. I'm not sure why we're seeing it this way. Let me get this set up better for you. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing and I'm gonna share a different screen with you guys. So hang on a second here. So I want to share this screen here with you. And then when I get that started, anyways, okay, so here we are. So this is the screen. I'm not sure if you're seeing two things here, presenter's version or not, but I'm going to get this straightened out. I got two screens going on here. So anyways, when I did my last show, December 14th, 2020, we were seeing that there were 34 new listings and 36 under contract. And a couple of weeks have passed by. I took vacation time. So let's see what's happening now. We see that there's 27 new properties that enter the market, probably less than that because they're not all unique. And then we have 35 homes that went under contract. So more homes went under contract than what were coming onto the market. So that is still indicating we're in a buyer's market. Average list price for detached homes in Naperville, this was back in earlier December, that second weekend. And we saw the average list price was $652. Homes going under contract were at $516. So buyers were shopping at a little bit different price point than what was out there. Now this last week, we saw homes at $522 average list price. So the inventory, level of inventory, volume of inventory as far as price goes has kind of adjusted a little bit. And under contract for $460. I'm going to say this price adjusted a little bit because I did notice that some higher priced homes were going under contract in December. So that changed the average active list price. So it's quite interesting. Looking at it right now, so that's why we're seeing this number down, because those fell off the market. That's my theory. Average days on the market, it was 89 days and then 91 days to get a contract. And right now we're looking at 106 even across the board. 106 days average on the market, 106 days to get a home under contract. So it's moved up a little bit. That's just over 3 months, still within a seller's market. And then this is just the numbers behind those graphs that we saw. 38 homes, detached homes sold in this last week, in that week. And the average list price was $598. Average sale price was $548. And I like to correct myself. The average list price for the sold homes was $560 right here. And the average sale price for those sold homes was $548. This average list price is covering the solds, the actives, the under contract homes. So it's a little bit skewed. This week, we can see that the average sold list price was $525 and the average sold price was $580. We're talking almost probably about a $17,000 difference here from list price to sale price. That does not, to me, say seller market, okay? But when you get into the higher prices, it does adjust the difference. When we get to 500 and higher, I'm not seeing as much of getting list and over list price. So, but homes under that, we're seeing more of that because there's not, low inventory. There's more buyers always that are shopping in the more affordable range. So weekly showing activity, I found this really interesting. December slow, picked up the week of December 11th to the 14th. I thought that was interesting and still staying strong, even getting really close to Christmas. Of course, Christmas weekend, 0.48, really low. No one's really out there. And then look how much it jumped. I thought, thinking the first weekend of the new year, people aren't out, but I guess you're all bored. So you were all out looking for homes because we see a 1.44 average per listing. That's actually one of the highest numbers I've seen since I started doing the show back in April of 2020. So this is incredible to me. I'm like, wow, look at that. So we're starting off with a bang in 2021 as far as buyers getting out there and looking at homes. And of course, keep in mind, this also has to do with how many homes are on the market. It's very low, but the buyers are out there. Okay. And that's why we see this high number. And then the other number back in December, the market action index needle, which indicates is it a buyer or seller market, was at 38. And that was pretty much the average I saw through the most of 2021. This week, 39, it actually kicked up a little bit. So this is really interesting. You know, the market did not go flat. It's staying strong. And there are little indicators here that it's continuing, it's bubbling, you guys. It's getting busier. This was back in December where I was showing average interest rates for different types of products. We can see the 30-year fixed conventional 2.91. And I didn't have an FHA on this one. It's not obvious. They didn't provide it for whatever reason. The numbers are being presented differently in December. We're back to the normal presentation where we see 30-year conventional fixed 2.87 and the FHA 30-year 2.52. My gosh, I don't think I saw it that low at all in 2020. So this is just insane. Now, obviously, you add on the fees and stuff, we're at 3.39, but I've always been focusing on this column. So we're going to stick to that. Now, I just wanted to talk in general about, you know, everyone's wondering what's going to happen in 2021. We've had so many crazy things happening in 2020. So let's look at what the industry experts are saying. This is not my opinion. This is what I'm hearing from the industry experts. I got these graphs put together. And for mortgage interest rates, I love this graph where we can see what was the average per decade. And 2010s, we were 4.09. That was the average for that decade. 2021, they're predicting 3.0. Right now, it's at 2.67, or at least within the last few days when I pulled this graph. And we can see what Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, MBA, and NAR are predicting for rates. And they are expecting it's going to be hovering around 3, just above or below. That's really not going to be a change from last year. This is fantastic. So that's going to keep the buyers out. You know, a lot of you are talking about thinking, well, you know, with all the deferments on mortgage payments, we're going to expect to see a lot of homes crashing on the market, and we're going to have short sales and foreclosures, and it's going to bring values down. The indicators are not there, and the rates are staying nice and low. It's keeping the buyers out there and affordable. And I know I've talked in the past about this, and picking into all the mortgages that are out there, the data showed that the majority of mortgages are healthy mortgages with a bit of equity in them. So owners don't want to walk away from that. And that's why we had a huge crash in 08, because all the owners were saying, my house is worth less than what I owe. I don't have any equity in the house now. And that's when people walked away. But that's not the case right now. So people are not going to be so quick to move away from their mortgage and out of their house and just walk away from it. Home sales. This is forecasting the number of home sales. And the gray bar is 2020. So these are established numbers and what they're predicting for 2021. And all of these sources here, they have been pretty accurate on their predictions. So pay attention to this. They are expecting, except for Freddie Mac, they are expecting home sales to increase. We're not talking about price here. We're talking about units. Expecting more units to be closing this year, which obviously is going to be pushing up prices. So you investors out there, if you're sitting around waiting for the market to drop, you're going to keep waiting. I don't think it's based on what I'm hearing from the experts, it's not going to happen. And then home prices, they're expecting across the board to go up. I don't see any of these sources thinking that it's going to go down. So this range here, this is just a steady, healthy market in the 2%, 2.6. 6% to me seems a little aggressive. I probably personally wouldn't agree with that, but I certainly feel very comfortable with these numbers here. So that's what I've got for you this week. I appreciate you watching my show, and welcome to 2021. And I'm going to be running this all through the year. typically on Tuesdays at 12:15. I got a little bit of a schedule conflict today, so I had to do a little earlier. So if you're just catching on to this now, expecting it to start at 12:15, just look into the YouTube in about 24 to 48 hours. The show will be there. You can watch it. Just search Christine Thompson Weekly Update on YouTube. You'll find my channel. You'll find all my shows there. And if you want to watch several just to compare what's happened week by week, historically, you can find that on there. But welcome to the show if you're just joining for the first time. Sorry you're catching it at the end, but do stay tuned. I will be doing this weekly on Tuesdays, 12:15, unless I have a schedule conflict that it's completely out of my control. And I hope you find this very informative so you can be very well educated on what's happening in the market and help you make decisions on your timing and talking to a lender and all those wonderful things. And you can always call or text me on the number you're seeing right here on the screen. Happy to take your call. That is actually my personal cell phone number. You won't be directed to anybody else, and you can get me in person on the phone or text me or find me anywhere on my social media. Please do like this video if you're watching it on social media. I appreciate that. So that way other people can hear about it too. So let's help everyone out, right? So anyways, happy 2021, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to having you next week on the show. Take care. Bye-bye.